Welcome back to the first anime review in a while. And today I am reviewing box set number 1-ish, or rather, episodes 1 through 13 of course, Dragon Ball Super. Released from Funimation Entertainment, English dubbing, of course. Shaolin Jump Comics, doing the artwork and stuff as always. Now, one thing I want to make perfectly clear. Episodes 1 through 13 is basically just the story arc of, really, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods in episode format, obviously, versus the movie and stuff. So, obviously, there's gonna be more, how should I put this, unlike the movie where you didn't have, really, any filler of any kind. This, of course, does have filler because it's in TV show format, so it's always going to have filler. With that said, it's good, don't get me wrong. I like it, especially much prefer the English dub over the Japanese dub. But that's because, well, mostly. The thing about Battle of the Gods is I like they brought back pretty much all the same voice actors and actresses. For some reason, Dragon Ball Super, though, they have a different actress doing the voice work for Chi-Chi for some bizarre reason. Why? I do not know. And that kind of ticks me off a little because I'm so used to Chi-Chi's voice. And maybe that's one of the reasons I liked Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho, because same voice actors. But with that said, overall it's good, of course. And it does have the Dragon Ball Z feel to it. But then again, we're early on in Dragon Ball Super, even though I'm up to episode 101 Japanese dub. But this is a review for episodes 1 through 13, first box set of Super. If you already own Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, I would only suggest to buy this if you're a really big uber fan of the series, or in general, like myself. If you're more casual fans, honestly, if you were given the option either to buy the box set or Battle of the Gods, I recommend Battle of the Gods just because it's a more condensed version of this, because this is basically 3 episodes an hour. Battle of the Gods is about less than, about an hour and a half or so. So, yeah, Battle of the Gods is about the length of 4.5 episodes, while this is 13 full episodes. Basically telling the same story, though they changed a few elements between the versions. In Battle of the Gods anime, of course, when Bulma has her birthday party, she is obviously having it at Capsule Corporation. In this version, however, this is the weird part. In this version, rather than it being Capsule Corp, it takes place on a private yacht. Why, I'm not quite sure. So that is one difference they changed between the TV show format and the movie version. Otherwise, it's about 90% the same for the most part, though you had a lot of filler added, obviously, and things like that. But outside of that, those few minor differences, there's not a huge difference overall arc, except for when it comes to Lord Barris. Because in the movie, it just shows him wake up in his homeworld and stuff and talk about the dream. Where in the show, they show him already traveling to planets and stuff and talking to Whistler about this thing he trying to remember, and then finally remembers about, like, the, Super Saiyan God. So yeah, there are a few other minor differences in that area as well. For the most part, though, I do enjoy it, only because I'm a big Dragon Ball Universe fan. Personally, I feel the opening first set of episodes I actually think are better in Dragon Ball GT than the way Super starts off. And I feel it's kind of lazy, honestly, just rehashing story arcs from the movie in much longer format. I mean, when the movie is only about just over like 4 episodes in length, and it takes you like 13 or so episodes TV show format to tell the same story over 3 times as long. I know, though, who am I judge, because Dragon Ball Z, let's be honest, spent about 40 episodes with Frieza. So yeah, nothing really surprises me, I guess, on the filler type thing. And let's be honest, Shonen Jump is infamous for over-milking things. That's obviously with things like One Piece, which I still think is not very good. But that's come from someone who doesn't like One Piece at all. But I can't judge things on filler episodes, given I do like Dragon Ball Z. And I also really like Bleach. And Bleach can be very confusing at times. But with that said, that's my thoughts and personal impressions on the 13 first episodes English dubbing of Dragon Ball Super. Is that it's basically just a rehashing in TV format of Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, just called Dragon Ball Super instead of Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, or rather just Dragon Ball Z. Not sure why the movie has the title Dragon Ball Z in it when it's actually technically Dragon Ball Super. All I can figure is they have the title Dragon Ball Super only because of a few things. Because Dragon Ball Z name will sell a lot more copies than a new title like Dragon Ball Super, even if Goku's on the front and everything. Obviously in the first version of the God form, before going to the blue hair. But with that said, how would I rate the first 13 episodes of Dragon Ball Super? On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this probably about... I'm probably going to have to give the first 13 episodes about a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, I still really enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I felt the way Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods did it much, much better. And obviously how much larger budget, given the effects and things. Now, as a whole, if I had to give 2 versions ratings based on each version of the movie and the TV format, 7.5 for the TV format, and I give the movie format, Battle of the Gods, a 9.5. It was done practically perfect. Completely. Really enjoyed it, but there are just a few issues I have with episodes 1 through 13 just being a retelling. Now, had I not seen Battle of the Gods prior to watching these episodes, this probably would have gone more like a 9 out of 10 or something, but because of watching prior, like 2 years beforehand, Battle of the Gods, I have to rank it that way, and I thought it was done much better superior-wise overall, because of not having to add a lot of extra content because of not being TV, but a movie. But a lot of things have done this over the years, to be fair. The original Mobile Suit Gundam, though it's, of course, in, obviously, TV format, like 40-some episodes or so, the original 79 series of Mobile Suit Gundam, they also did a consolidated version of the story arc of those, like, 40-some episodes, full season, into just 3 Gundam movies, which are about 2.5 hours each, so total runtime you're looking at about 7.5 hours. That's still not bad compared to 40-some episodes at 20 plus minutes per episode. So, you get a consolidated, a little bit better, and a less milked out situation. That's my own personal opinion, though, so take it for what it's worth. But that's my final score, 7.5 on the first 13 episodes, episodes 1 through 13 of that. So with that said, I'll get ready to cut up this video, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you all again soon in YouTube land. And yes, I'm working on actually my first album review in quite a long time. And I'm working on an album review you can expect soon for one of my personal favorite rock alternative albums of all time. 13th Step, A Perfect Circle. And that album review is coming up very soon, maybe even this weekend. We shall see. With that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Enjoy the Game of Thrones music.